Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are here to do a general read. To see where your energy is, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me. I got my 6, meaning I have my back because I have yours. We are going to pull from the Protect Your Energy deck. It's a lot of strange things going on around here, and we got to learn to protect our energy, and we're going to see what we're protecting our energy from. Stressed out, self-medicating. It says you're overwhelmed and anxious, dealing with pain through drugs and alcohol. So I'm not sure if this is your energy or someone else's energy, but it says sibling rivalry, amnesty, and competitiveness. But there is some issues going on with, hey, I be stressed out. I have anxiety sometimes, and I take ashwagandha. So if it is you, there is a clingy situation, or maybe somebody that you're dealing with is stressed out, overwhelmed, and anxious, and they're dealing with it and they're self-medicating in order to get through it. So again, I send strength and healing your way. I am not here to judge you because I don't know that energy, but I do know that people go through things. There's a lot of mental things that we need to start addressing and understanding that, everybody isn't perfect, and nobody's life nobody's life is perfect. We're not perfect. That's why we have progress, not perfection. We're making progress day by day. There's a lot that has been going on considering the pandemic, nepotism, personal connections, and playing favorites. So maybe this is in regards, it says sibling rivalry. It says clingy, let me breathe, motherfucker, is what it says. So I don't know if this is in regards to somebody having issues, but it's just a matter of you have to know how to get through these types of energies. So I'll pull what's the tea, and I hate to do the reads that are controversial when it comes to, all of the negative energy that's there, but they're in the cards regardless. And I think we need to just take out what it is or understand what it is and move forward, and see what we can do when it comes to certain situations. So the what's the tea deck comes with a wolf in sheep clothing. So again, a person that is self-medicating, that is stressed out, overwhelmed, and anxious, and there is a lot of animosity and competitiveness. They're wolf in sheep clothing, and they want to breathe, but the way that they handle it is not helping them. So again, like I say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Yeah, addictions. There's a lot of addiction here, drugs, soothing the pain. But instead of them speaking and talking about what it is that they want, which is not an easy thing to do, I get it. I close off. And but they feel like, it says intellectual snob. They feel like they know everything. So they cover up the pain in order to get through all of the extra bullshit, but they cover it up with clothes, with, okay, let's just talk about my controversy, because this is how I feel. A lot of people, okay, I'm not judging, but I am, but I'm not judging, because you're entitled to do whatever you want. But Kanye West song, All Falls Down, basically he says, even though you in the Benz, so you can't, he said, things we buy to cover up what's inside. So I don't know where he went, and that's just mental, illness, and I hope that he is getting the help that he needs, and plus everyone else, and understanding that self-medicating is not where we need to be at. And no, I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV, but I'm just saying I understand what it takes to go. I understand what it is to go through things. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different, and I say that respectfully, because I've been able to create when it oh yeah, celebrating and not caring for losers. When it comes to adversity in my life, I take that pain, and I put it into, a windfall. I start manifesting. I learn the power of my word, and sometimes I'm not great with it, but I learned that my personal connections have a huge part in how I feel. And so sometimes I pull my energy back, because, as cancers, we cling to certain situations, and I stop caring about how others feel. Now, not everyone, because I can tell you there are a few people that I do value their opinion, but I don't give a fuck about how they feel about what I'm doing. And I'm not going to stop doing the things that I do that I love in order to, make them feel better or make them feel like they are. But I never, gotten to this point to where I don't drink, and I don't, and it's nothing if you do. I'm not saying that. But a lot of the people that make you feel this way are unskilled, and that's where this comes out at, and that's how I feel, meaning that they wouldn't be able to walk in your shoes if they tried. And so I say that respectfully because I've been through a lot, and I understand the pain, and I understand what it feels like to try to get everybody to a position of where they are able to not need to work as hard, or not need to be in a point to where they they're taken for granted, when it comes to a job, a situation, but it's those actual loves and those ones that you see the potential and really want them to be okay with, that causes you to feel this way, that causes you anxiety, anguish, and animosity, and taking things personal when you know that you've done your best in a situation. But that comes with dealing with wolves in sheep clothing. You say your feelings and you put them on your sleeve, bind it by the bling. They only care about how people see them and not what's inside. And so therefore, when it comes to being a good steward, you are that. And also you have these people have a lack of work life. It says lack of work life balance. So the unskilled energy. So some things could cause them to feel this way, but when they play favorites, or when the personal connections come as a form of, them thinking they're smarter, you're manifesting, but they're like, I got more than you. I'm going to pretend, celebrating and not caring for losers. They're calling you a loser, but all you're worried about is foundations, insurance, life, car, home, renters, business, medical, backup plan, protection from loss. That's what you're worried about. And they're worried about these other things. So again, you have to understand that you have to take your energy away from people like this, because there is nothing in this energy that is good for you. It can only hurt you more and more and cause you to soothe your pain by doing different things. And so that's kind of how I see that energy, if that makes sense. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of saying what I see here. But again, there is a point to where you can, reach out and get help, and not be embarrassed about it. That's the reason why I try to talk to you guys about emotions, feelings, and understanding that, everybody goes through something. Everybody goes through something. The way people deal with things is one thing, and it's hard when you have nobody on your side, and that's something that, I had several meetings with myself. I'll get in my car and I drive, and I'm talking to myself. I tell my mom, I gotta go have a meeting, because I need to ground myself. I need to get out there. I need to see something different. I'm pulling from the Everyday Witches tarot deck, which unsure energy comes out. But the thing is that you have to know how to deal with, Four Wands, things that aren't causing you harmony and peace, and also be able to still go in the direction and do the work. Page of Pentacles says never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, you know nothing at all. You're not going to be stagnant in a situation where you become unskilled, or you're not skilled to be there. So with the Page of Pentacles being unsure, you have to understand that there is a lack of progress in certain situations, progress and planning. You have to be able to plan and have progress, but also be able to do the work in order to do that. These are opportunities that can come, these are new jobs that can happen. You can't not just stay stuck in a situation to where you're living to work and not working to live, if that makes sense. And this could cause bitterness. It could cause all these different things, being anxious, anxiety. It can cause all these different things, and feeling like, life is not good for you or good enough for you, when it is. You just have to know how to move forward and not to take the pain on from anybody else's pain, because hurt people, and then you become hurt, and then you start to spew poison, or you start to feel some type of way. So if this is your energy, please get help. Please talk to someone. Please email. Please do something and let somebody know how you feel. A lot of times, people don't want to say they listen, but they don't want to get the help that they need, and it's not necessarily help. It's just to communicate with someone, to let somebody know how you feel, if that makes sense. And so I don't know, the Four of Wands in the reverse is just, needing clarification is also, it could be harmony. It could be home energies. It could be community, but it also can be a breakdown in the community and home, and also needing a transition. And so therefore, when it comes to this energy, it's scary. It's really scary. A card fell on the floor. Hold on. Okay, sorry. It's really scary to do what makes your heart happy. Lover's energy, card of Gemini. It's scary to be able to do that. It's scary to be able to know if you're gonna match each other when it comes to certain situations. If you're gonna be on the same page, wanting to build a foundation, or is somebody gonna stay in that energy of not wanting to do the work and not wanting to, have a foundation. And that's a scary thing. And it causes you to feel, some type of way. And then, like, you're clinging King of Wands energy. So the King of Wands energy is a true leader who leads from the heart, inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. This is the type of energy that you want. You want somebody that's able to make sacrifices and do things. But however, the King of Wands can also be somebody who could be a natural born leader, entrepreneur, but it could be somebody that's impulsive and also, that's very ruthless in the way that they're doing. And when it comes to that energy and you being a good steward and trying to have balance, there is the lack of balance in that situation. And so, Two of Swords, there's no trust there. There's no trust there. All there is, this unsure energy, but all there is somebody worried about their own finances. And so if you look at the lack of work-life balance, people are worried about the time and their finances and nothing else. And they think that you're being clingy, which makes you feel less than, because again, this is like something you feel like you're at odds with somebody, and so that's kind of how I see that energy. And then, you just get to a point to where you're like the King of Pentacles. It said this is somebody who can take risks, but also comes with the King of Wands energy, somebody that take risks, but they could be, again, impulsive and everything else, and you're not able to trust in this situation. So to you, you're like, they're unskilled when it comes to how they lead and the stability. Emperor energy. So we have 3 kings and an emperor, 2 kings and an emperor, and we have the trust energy, emperor energy. We have the trust energy. The emperor energy is stability. You want somebody that's stable, that's able to build a foundation to lead, and also that you could trust, but it has to move. It has to be with you. Chariot energy, moving forward, going this way or that way. You have to understand what's more important to you. Is it you feeling this way, or you moving forward and seeing the beauty in yourself? Empress energy. So the emperor has to be able to see the beauty in the empress, whether vice versa, male or female. It's not, tarot isn't gender based, but if that's the case, the emperor, the empress, and also the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands energy being out here, and the Chariot is letting you know that there's a whole lot of things here. The kings could be what makes things go, the foundations, the risk and things like that. And the queens could be the nurturing side or the nurturing aspect of it. And the empress is just seeing the beauty in the whole situation. So you have to be in that point to where you're seeing the beauty in all of the situation. But again, dealing with a wolf in sheep's clothing is hard to deal with. So this person they have the potential to be the emperor, they have the potential to be the King of Wands, but they're in the King of Pentacles energy, meaning they take risk, but what are they taking risk on? And are they making you feel like, less than, or like you have to, what is it called? Drink or do any kind of, like suppress your emotions. That's what I want to kind of say again. So it says, don't make assumptions. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. And that's what you have to do. Say goodbye to sadness and drama, because no matter how much money a person have, if they don't have other aspects of everything, they will seem unskilled to you. So all the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. So did you take it personally that this person is the way that they are? And they're going to make you feel this way. And that's where you have to find a way to have confidence and move forward, no matter where it is with this situation. Does that make sense? Okay, so yeah, I just believe that making the assumptions and knowing that you have to move forward when it comes to certain energies, you better do it sooner than later. Easier said than done. But again, a lot of this stuff is causing more issues or more problems than you need right now, and so that's kind of how I see that. The cards, all chakras, but these are the things that I think you should focus on right now, because 3 cards came out, which are the crown chakras. crown chakras and third eye chakra. So I'm going to be very specific in regards to these because we have the snowflake obsidian, but we have the labradorite, we have the violet sapphire, we have the Veracruz amethyst. So here's the thing. When it comes to those energies and those situations, you have to know that your crown chakra, your belief system, you have to unlearn to relearn. Unlearn what's causing the unskilled energy or the feeling of dealing with the unskilled energy and somebody who rejects you. And, you need to get to the point to where you're unbothered about the rejection. People are fishing for compliments, but at the same time, they're firing you at the same time and they're bullying you. So it causes you to feel haunted and like you're not good enough. Does that make sense? And so that's kind of how I see that energy when it comes to what it is that you have going on. And so here it is, a labradorite, again, like I say, is the crown chakra, your belief system, unlearning to relearn, unlearn about the past, unlearn about how you dealt with in the past, the wolves in sheep clothing and the things that you picked up in the process of not feeling good enough, stressed out, anxious, and that you're clinging to a situation that is really unbothered about you. So the rejected energy of how you feel like you're trying to heal, it's a bogus healer, but it's not you being the bogus healer. This person feels like they know what they're doing, but they have a lot of energies. The way that they deal with things is bullying and also making you try to feel less than because they're unskilled with how to heal. And I think the unskilled and the bogus healer makes sense. If that makes sense to you, it makes sense to me because they're rejecting you and acting like they're unbothered because they act like they know what it is when they really don't know. And so you have to understand their belief system is off, and it has nothing to do with you. You are boss babe rising, you're the one, but at some point you're starting to try too hard when it comes to this energy because, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. This person, the way they do things and how they think about love and how they see you, they don't see you as a ground rising. They feel like they're holier than thou and that, they're doing this false claims as or whatever, projecting false images, right? And they're really the clout chasers and the emotional manipulation or manipulators when it comes to how they see love. So they're stealing your energy. And what's happening is that you need to move on. It's about to pop off. So this is when you start to get into a situation that a bad reputation from a fuck boy or girl is using money as power, but also is going to start stalking you because they're unhinged. You're not. But they're playing pretend and getting nowhere, front asses, right? And, now, with everyone else, they kiss their ass. But with you, they're crying over you, but they're impersonating this whole big old thing, which becomes a love triangle for you. And they're here it is, excessive partying, which gets me to the addictive type energy. And they're addicted to certain things, but they overthink things and they give you all the dirty little offers and take risk with you and run away from you, and that's why I say the thing is that sometimes it's just better to understand where you are and unlearn to relearn these past patterns of why you keep staying with this situation. We have the third eye chakra. That's your intuition, perception, and understanding. The saying what's understood doesn't have to be explained. You have to understand that the perception or the potential that you see in this person is not about you not using your intuition. It's not trusting in your intuition. So those are the chakras that you need to work on. So it says labradorite is transformation, intuition, and strength. And it says, I welcome transformation into my life. This is the transformation that you're having when it comes to dealing with the wolf in sheep clothing. It says the violet sapphire. It says spirituality, prosperity, and intuition. It says, I am filled with universal truth and wisdom. I am filled with universal truth and wisdom. That's the violet sapphire. The Veracruz amethyst says meditative, protective, and spiritual. It says, I receive ongoing guidance from the universe. I receive ongoing guidance from the universe. And that is what you need to know. Let's go back now to the all chakras. We already talked about the crown and the third eye chakra, right? With these ones, but we have all the other chakras, which is the solar plex chakra, the optimistic energy, the clarity, and personal power. You have to take your personal power back, especially when you're dealing with some type of person like this. They're the runner. They're the ones that take risk on dirty little offers. They think too much. They're addicted. They have a lot of addictions. They're addicted to excessive partying and, maybe drugs, alcohol, marijuana, whatever it is. You're not judging them. You're just going to move forward when it comes to how you deal with these people in the past, or in the, how you used to deal with these people in the past, not how you're going to keep dealing with these people. You're not going to cry over this person who's an impersonator, who kisses everybody's ass and is very unhinged. You're not going to do that. The person who uses money as power, and that's a F-boy or girl, but you're going to move on because it's about to pop off. You're about to get to a point to where you're starting to get into taking things personal and, understanding that you ready to explode on this person. But that's the bad reputations when it comes to this person. I'm pretty sure you've heard that before, and you trying too hard is because you see the potential in this person. So let's go to the you have to take your personal power back when it comes to the solar plex chakra. And then the sacral chakra is your emotions, intimacy, and confidence. You have to be confident in the way that you want to be loved, how you want to be loved, when you want to be loved, the way you want to be loved, the things you want out of love. You have to be confident in that. And this person seems like they're taking it away from you by rejecting all of the offers or the energies, by making you feel rejected or unbothered. And, again, it's because they feel like they are God's gift to green earth, but they're really unskilled with dealing with you, a high priestess or a queen of pentacles, somebody who will give their last, their all, in order for them to be able to, see somebody else succeed. And that's who you are. So then we have the root chakra is your ability to survive, to be stable and ground yourself throughout adversity. No matter what you got going on, you're going to be able to survive and get out of this energy, but you're going to learn from the past. You're going to unlearn to relearn. In the Page of Wands energy, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is this present moment. And at this present moment, you realize that this is a bogus person who's a wolf in sheep's clothing, who is very unskilled and who is unbothered and, rejects everyone who comes their way, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that is how I see that energy. So, also, we have the throat chakra, which is the communication, expression, and trust. Express yourself. Say what you want, mean what you say. When it comes to you, the way you express yourself, you have to trust in it, though. Trust in what you say. Know that what you're doing is not wrong. Know that how you feel is not wrong, and how you want to be felt is not wrong. And then we have the heart chakra, your ability to send strength and healing, period. I say that with a big pause. Nothing else behind it, because this person needs to heal from this fake energy, and the fake healing type energy. It's like everybody thought, oh my God, that's what I wanted to say, excuse me. But did you guys watch the Cleo story? I think it's on, let me try to figure out what it's on. I think it's on HBO. But it was the Cleo story. Everybody was saying that she was a fraud. She was this and she was that. It was a lot of stuff. And being a tarot reader or being in this space, you can see how it's easy to get to where she was and hard at the same time. So go look at that and tell me what you think about that. It was really deep to watch that, and it was sad too at the same time, because she was trying to help people. It wasn't trying to manipulate and take advantage of people. So that's just kind of how I see that. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. You have to have the ability to send strength and healing, period, to this person, place, thing, or situation who made you feel like, they were unbothered by your energy because they were unskilled. They didn't lack this. They didn't have the skills that were needed in order to really sit up there and tell people that they could heal or they could do all of these different things. So this is the type of person that an energy that you need to protect yourself from. And that's your ability to send strength and healing, period. Quietness to a person, place, thing, or a situation that has you felt maybe wronged you or lied to you. So let's go ahead and let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.